Jazakallah khairan for joining us, Ustad. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, very well.
You're well, mashallah. Brothers and sisters, this is your opportunity to join us on the show, inshallah. Young children, we know you love to recite the Qur'an. We would like to hear your wonderful voices, and guess how you can do that, subhanallah. You can do that by picking up the phone, the numbers 0203 515 0769. The lines are clear at the moment. Pick up the phone, inshallah, and join us, because we would love to hear your recitation, the wonderful words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And guess what happens when you do that amazing thing? When you pick up the phone, subhanallah, all of the angels, they witness you doing it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees you doing it. And subhanallah, your weight, subhanallah, your scales, your good deeds will increase, because you will recite the Qur'an and the whole world will hear you, subhanallah. So what a wonderful thing. There's reward on offer tonight, subhanallah, and there is knowledge to be gained. So pick up the phone, the numbers 0203 515 0769, inshallah. And without further ado, the Ustad tonight is going to introduce the surah which we'll be covering, inshallah. Over to you, Ustad. What is this wonderful surah tonight?
Right, so tonight we are covering Surah Al-Ikhlas. It's a very short and small surah that has massive reward. Just like you were mentioning, this surah is specifically reading it one time equals as if you gain the reward of reading 1/3 of the Qur'an.
Allahu Akbar.
So reading it 3 times with us, that would be as if you read the entire Qur'an. Massive reward.
That's amazing.
So what we want to do today, we want to learn how to recite this surah with full tajweed, with the perfect pronunciation, just like the way we were taught from our teachers and they learned from their teachers, all the way back to the companions of the Prophet and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam learned from Jibreel, the angel Jibreel. So we are going to recite the surah.
Subhanallah. So that's it, brothers and sisters. We're going to be looking at Surah Ikhlas, the great surah. Many of you sitting there, subhanallah, you may remember the time when you were in the masjid, when you were a young little boy or girl, and this was the first surah that you learned. I can remember that myself, subhanallah, Ustad, when I was younger. MashaAllah, and we very much enjoyed learning Surah Ikhlas. I know my own children as well, they very much enjoy learning it. It's very, very powerful surah, as the Sheikh said, carries great reward. And we want you, inshallah al-azim, to call us up, inshallah, practice, do not be shy, subhanallah, because the reward is not there for the shy ones. It's there for the ones who are brave, who pick up the phone. So pick up the phone without further ado, inshallah. The number's 0203 515 0769, and we'd love to hear your recitation. And before that, the Sheikh is going to introduce the surah, inshallah.
Sure,
Sheikh.
sure.
If you can go through it and tell us some of the salient points of Surah Ikhlas.
Right. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. صدق الله العظيم.
Subhanallah al-azim. MashaAllah, Jazakallah khairan for that, Sheikh. What is some of the tajweed rules that you can demonstrate? Obviously, there's the rules of the makhraj,
Yes.
so the correct pronunciation
Yeah.
of the words themselves, and then there's probably some other tajweed rules that you want to talk about.
Sure.
Sheikh.
So the most obvious one here is the qalqala. So end of each ayah, you see dal. But dal here has, the first dal, for example, if you can see on the screen, has 2 dhammas on top, right? But every time we stop in the Qur'an, we are stopping as if the letter has a sukoon. So whatever is on top of the letter, whether it's fatha, kasra, dhamma, tanween, we ignore that and we consider sukoon there. So if you focus with me, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدَ. This dal here is bouncing, right? And the reason we bounce it because it's coming right at the end of the ayah. And dal is one of the bouncing letters as well as is a very strong letter, so we bounce it. Ahad. As we carry on, Allahu Samad. Dal again is a bouncing letter here. Lam yalid. Again, dal is a bouncing letter here. Walam yulad. Both of these dals got sukoon, if you can see. And walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Yeah? So, these are the bouncing letters here. Very important to notice. It's a very short surah. It's very easy to practice your qalqala here. Just 2 lines, 4 verses. Practice your qalqala here. Now, apart from this, we have some full mouth letters here. Very few. So, as we're reciting Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We don't say Rahma, we say Rahma. So, Ra and Ra both are full mouth letters here. Yeah? And as we recite Surah Al-Ikhlas, there are very few full mouth letters here, only 2. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ. The Laam here is a full mouth letter. So, Bismillah. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ. You notice the difference. The word Allah in the Bismillah is light, Bismillah. And the word Allah, the Laam there is full mouth. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. And then Allah, again, full mouth. صَمَدٌ. Don't say Samad, Somad, full mouth. Yeah, Somad. And that's it. These are the full mouth letters. Now, the reason the word Allah in قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ is full mouth, as I explained before, because there's a fatha. There's a fatha before the word Allah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The reason the word Allah there is light, the Lam is light, because there's a kasra before the word Allah. So every time there's a fatha or dhamma before the word Allah, Lam is full mouth, Allah. Every time there's a kasra before the word Allah, Lam is light. We say Bismillah, like Allah, yeah? Allah, Bismillah. So these are the most obvious and common tajweed rules here that we are going to focus on today, inshallah ta'ala.
Subhanallah. Jazakallah khairan for that, Sheikh. I'm sure many of the people watching at home are making notes on those. So, huruf al-qalqala is the dal there that
Yes.
the Sheikh mentioned, and also the full mouth letters. So, focusing on making the lam full mouth
Yes, and the
when
sad.
the conditions are met for that. Yeah,
Yes.
Sheikh? So, subhanallah, brothers, sisters, boys and girls, we want you to pick up the phone, inshallah. We want you to demonstrate how you can practice these wonderful rules. This Qur'an is a mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, revealed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala via the angel Jibreel to the greatest of the prophets, brothers and sisters. And it's so important for us to practice the recitation of it on a daily basis. The number's 0203 515 0769. We want you to, inshallah, call us up. We're going to go for a short break very soon. And after that, I want the boys and girls, inshallah, to pick up the phone, to join us on the show, inshallah. And we would love to hear your recitation. Subhanallah, because our engagement with the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a lifelong journey that we do. So, inshallah, al-Azim, join us after this break, inshallah, and we'll see you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, boys and girls, welcome back to the Alif, Laam, Meem show. Subhanallah, if you've just joined us before the break, we were looking at Surah Ikhlas, the wonderful surah. Ustad, mashallah, he mentioned to us that this surah is so weighty in reward that it carries the reward of finishing the Qur'an. 1/3 the reward of finishing the Qur'an. So if you recite it 3 times, you get the reward of the whole Qur'an. Subhanallah. So what are you waiting for? MashaAllah al-Azim. Oh, you lovers of the Qur'an, pick the phone up. The number's 0203 515 0769. Call us up, inshallah, and join the show. Ustad, how are you? MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah.
You're good, MashaAllah. And you mentioned some rules before we went to the break.
Yes.
The huruf al-qalqala.
Right.
How many letters are there of the qalqala, and which one?
Only dal in the surah. So it's very easy to practice. Only the letter dal. Then we have full mouth letters, the word lam in the word Allah, and the word sod here. And I also want to get you guys focus on throat letters here. Ha, right? Bismillahir Rahman. And then you have Rahim. So there are 6 throat letters, but the ones we want to focus on is Ha and Ain, like always. Rahma. Rahim, for example, and then قل هو الله أحد, yeah, and again the last ayah ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Ha is a throat letter, so it's very easy. We only have ha in this surah, only ha and ha. I marked it here with purple. Rahma, Rahim, Ahad, and the last one Ahad. It's not Ahad. Ha is different from ha. Ha comes from here. Bismillah, Rahman. It is difference.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khairan for that, Sheikh. We've got a caller coming through. Assalamu alaikum, caller. Welcome to the show. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, my name is Yusuf. I'm calling from London.
Yusuf. MashaAllah, what a beautiful name. You lover of the Qur'an. Yusuf, have you heard that we're talking about Surah Ikhlas today?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hand you over to the Ustad, inshallah, who's going to ask you to recite. Ustad, over to you.
Yes, Yusuf, Bismillah. You can start when you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Well done, mashallah, tabarakallah. Well done. Right. So, Yusuf, there's a bit of hesitation, which is very normal. If you're reciting on a TV show, you feel like as if a lot of people are listening to you and watching you, which is fine. But you have to get your mind to focus that Allah is the greatest one who is always listening to you and watching you, right? So we have to focus on the right thing here. But mashallah, well done. You called in and you recited. That was the purpose. Now, Rahma, Ra. So we don't say Rahman Rahim, we say Rahman Rahim. And then all the qalqalas, I want them to be stronger next time. So Ahad, we don't say Ahad. Yeah, Samad. If you say Samad, that's not strong enough. Yeah, Yalad, Yulad. So keep the qalqala strong, inshallah. But well done for calling in and reciting.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khairan for that, Yusuf. Do you want to try again with some of the advice that the Sheikh has given? Do you want him to try again, Ustad?
Sure.
So Yusuf, if you try again, try to implement what the Sheikh has said.
Qalqalas.
Yeah, stronger qalqalas on the dals at the end of the ayat. Over to you, Yusuf.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Fast learner.
Was that good? Yes.
Yeah. He fixed the qalqalas, right? Excellent. So for beginners, I wouldn't expect you to try to implement all of this, right? So you have qalqala, you have full mouth letters, and you have throat letters. I would expect you to pick one thing and fix it at a time. So he does have minor mistakes, few other mistakes, but I'm only focusing here on qalqala. We demanded from Yusuf to make his qalqala stronger, and this is exactly what he did. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Very well done, mashallah. So next thing I want you to focus on, inshallah, would be your has. Ha and ha. Rahma, all the purple ones here. Rahman Rahim. قل هو الله أحد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Well done, mashallah.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, Jazakallah khairan for that. Yusuf, you brave young boy. Well done for calling in, MashaAllah. We need more of the brave youth out there. Mums, dads, what are you waiting for? Get your children on the line. And what are you waiting for? Get yourselves on the line as well. And inshallah, call us. This is your show, inshallah. This is your opportunity to improve your recitation of the Holy Qur'an. The number, brothers and sisters, is 0203 515 0769, inshallah. Do we have another caller on the line? MashaAllah, we've got another caller. Ustad, would you like to take the caller?
Sure. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Who is calling and where are you from?
My name's Ajay. I'm from London.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah, mashallah. So, are you ready to recite Surah Al-Ikhlas with us today?
Yes.
Sure. Bismillah. You can start whenever you're ready.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الخناس. Oh,
This is Surah Al-Nas, yeah. So we're reciting Surah Al-Ikhlas. قل هو الله.
oh, sorry.
Sure. You can start again.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يولد كفوا أحد.
Okay. Well done, mashallah, tabarakallah. Now, for our viewers, normally people when they want to recite a surah, they would say A'udhu Billah, Isti'adha and Basmala very quick, and then they start the surah. They fail to realize that your Isti'adha, which is A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir, and your Basmala are the most important two things that you are going to recite before you recite anything. Now, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is part of Qur'an. Isti'adha is not part of Qur'an, but Allah Azza wa Jal told us that when we recite the book of Allah, we say A'udhu Billah, right? And there are many different ways of saying Isti'adha. Now, when you say Isti'adha, A'udhu Billahi, that's a throat letter there. Minash Shaytani. There's Ta and there's Ta. Two different letters, Ta and Ta. Ta is a full mouth letter, Ta is an empty letter. A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaytanir Rajim. Right? And then Bismillah. Bismillah, you want it to make your Bismillah as perfect as possible, right? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ra. There's a bit of vibration there. Hir Rahmanir Rahim. Now, same advice goes for you. We want you to focus on the qalqala letters here. Qalqala letters. You focus on them and then we can work on few other things. I also would want you to focus here on your throat letters. Ha, the ones in purple. But qalqala to start with. Ahada, Samada, Yalada, Yulada, Walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahada. Inshallah ta'ala.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Wonderful, you brave young man. Well done, mashallah, for picking up the phone and joining us. I really did like that. And after, we're going to go for a little break now, brothers and sisters. And straight after the break, we want you to stay with us, inshallah. We want you to join as well, because this is just wonderful, mashallah. We've got teaching and learning and subhanallah, recitation of the Qur'an. What more What more can you want on an evening, mashallah? So, inshallah, stay with us. We've got more lessons coming. We've got more reminders, because many of you recite the Qur'an and sometimes we fall into bad habits. We forget rules, subhanallah. And this is your opportunity to practice, inshallah, and to make sure that you're getting those rules right. Because the Qur'an, the recitation of the Qur'an, and for us to continue to practice it in the correct way is our duty. Subhanallah. So we're going to go for a short break, brothers and sisters, and straight after that we'll be back with more recitation, more people joining us to practice their Qur'an. We've got callers on the line, inshallah. Straight after this short break, we'll be back in a few moments.
ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, boys and girls, welcome back to the Alif, Laam, Meem show. Subhanallah, it's all going on tonight. We are reciting the Holy Qur'an, the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what better surah, subhanallah, than Surah Ikhlas. The surah about the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. MashaAllah, we've had two wonderful reciters call up, subhanallah. The second reciter, he stumbled a little bit, subhanallah, but we want you to continue because there's a great hadith of Sayyidah Aisha. She said, Rattil al-Qur'an tartila, and subhanallah, we're gonna go to the Ustad, mashallah, who's gonna tell us a bit about, you know, people who start learning the Qur'an and they struggle a bit, subhanallah, right. Shaykh. It's a bit hard. And what is it that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us about these people?
So there's different hadith, and one of them says, "Laysa minna man lam yataghanna bil Qur'an." That he's not among us the one who doesn't really, recite the Qur'an in a beautiful, in a nice voice. Yataghanna, like sing it in, nicely. So the aim is, the focus here is on tajweed. Now, tajweed is not something that existed at the time of Prophet Muhammad. It came later. But at that time, there was no one who was making pronunciation errors. The Sahaba, they copied Qur'an from the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ exactly the way it was without changing a single bit. So, the thing that is demanding, we are being demanded to recite Qur'an with tajweed in the best, at the best we can. But let's say if you're a learner or you're struggling and you're reading slow, then there is another hadith where the Prophet says, the person who recites the Qur'an and he struggles, he get double rewards. So mashallah tabarakallah, you have the perfect opportunity, unlike me, because I learnt it all, so I'm just getting one reward. So people who struggle, they're getting double the reward.
Allahu Akbar kabira. So continue, mashallah, young cavalier. Well done, mashallah. We've got more callers on the line. I want to welcome the next caller to the show. Assalamu alaikum, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Wa alaikum salam. My name is Abu Bakr and I'm calling from London.
MashaAllah, Abu Bakr, what a beautiful name, mashallah. Without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to the Ustad.
Sure, Abu Bakr, you can start, inshallah.
So, Abu Bakr.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
MashaAllah, mashallah, beautiful recitation.
Yep.
Ustad,
Yeah,
what
mashallah.
would you like to say?
Well done. You got your tajweed there, right? You got most of your pronunciation on point. It's just the recitation is too fast. It's too fast for me to catch up your mistakes. So, as a learner, focus on reciting slow. Focus on reciting slow. You should only recite Qur'an fast once you have the Qur'an. Once you have a lot of, pages to revise. Then you can find an excuse to say, I want to recite fast. But in a TV show like this, try to recite slow. But mashallah, you got your pronunciation right. You got most of your makharij right. Mashallah, tabarakallah. Very well done.
Very good, mashallah. Abu Bakr, keep it up. Inshallah, Ladeem. Without further ado, we're going to go to the next caller. Assalamu alaikum, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
London.
MashaAllah, London. And what is your wonderful name?
Maisa.
Maisa, mashallah. Maisa, I'm going to hand you over to the Ustad, inshallah.
Okay.
Yes, Ma'aisha, are you ready to read Surah Al-Ikhlas today? Can you hear us? You can start when you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Well done. Very brave. That was very brave, mashallah, tabarakallah. Okay, so that is perfect. Ta. You know when you say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان, say letter ta, not ta. Ta. Yeah? Rahma, Rahim. Qul huwa Allahu, Allahu, Samad. You see all these letters, like full mouth letters, yeah? MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Well done, Maisha.
Thank you.
Well done, Maisha. Keep up the good work. That's fantastic, mashallah. We've got another caller on the line. Welcome, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Aisha and I'm calling from Leicester.
Mashallah, Aisha. Welcome to the show. I'm going to hand you over to the Ustad where we're going to hear your recitation, inshallah.
Okay.
So, Aisha, you can start, inshallah.
Pardon me?
You can start, inshallah, Surah Al-Ikhlas.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
MashaAllah, Aisha. Very good, very good. Now, first qalqala you made, ahad. That's like an extremely strong qalqala. We only do that when there is a shadda on the letter that is a qalqala letter. For example, watab. Yeah?
Okay.
All the ones we have here, they don't have shadda. So you bounce the rest of them, some of them right. So ahada, samada, yalida, yulada, ahada. So well done, mashallah, tabarakallah. And I would also advise you to learn to recite slower. Listen to a reciter who reads really slow and try to imitate that, mashallah.
Aisha, would you like to try again, taking some of the advice of the Ustad into account?
Yes.
Bismillah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
MashaAllah, that was better. It's a slower recitation. I can catch more mistakes here. So, that's number one. Step number two would be that you try to go over the same surah again, but this time, ahada, samada, yalida, yulada, yeah? وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدًا. So try to bounce them, inshallah.
Inshallah. My brother wants to do it too.
Okay. Somebody else
My
want to?
brother recite it as well.
Yes. Bismillah.
Thank
You can.
very much.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. What's your name, brother?
Surah Al-Falaq.
Your name?
Oh, my name is Abdullah.
Abdullahi, mashallah. We are reciting Surah Al-Ikhlas. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Can you recite the surah?
Yes.
Bismillah, you can start.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
MashaAllah. Throat letters are on point, mashallah. I really liked it. All you have to work on is the bouncing letters. Ahad, ahada. Samad, no. Samada. Yeah? Yulad, no. Yulada. Ahada. But well done, mashallah, tabarakallah. Abdullahi.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Keep up the good work. That was fantastic. Very brave of you too to pick up the phone and join us, MashaAllah. And very, very good effort. I want you both to continue, inshallah, practicing. And we want to hear you on a future show as well. MashaAllah. We've got more callers. They're all lining up now, Ustad.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. This is Surah Ikhlas that we're practicing. Who is the next caller? Welcome to the show. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Sister, what is your name and where are you calling from?
London.
London, mashallah. And what is your name?
Muhammad.
Muhammad. Wonderful name, mashallah. I'm going to hand you over to the Ustad, inshallah. We'd like to hear your recitation.
Right, Muhammad, inshallah, you can start Surah Al-Ikhlas.
My sister's going to read as well.
Sure, sure.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد صدق الله العظيم السلام عليكم
وعليكم السلام ما شاء الله تبارك الله.
Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. What is your name?
Masha.
Ma'aisha. MashaAllah. Are you ready to recite Surah Al-Ikhlas?
Inshallah.
Sure, you can start.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد صدق الله العظيم. Assalamu alaikum.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, Jazakallah khairan for that. MashaAllah, that was very good recitation. We want you to stay tuned, inshallah. We're going to go for a short break now, and inshallah, when we come back, the Ustad's going to talk a bit about the recitation that we have just heard. We're going to go now, inshallah. Join us in a few ticks. Assalamu alaikum.
ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the Alif Laam Meem show. Subhanallah, if you were with us before the break, you would know that we had two beautiful reciters, Maisha and Muhammad. Subhanallah, they recited for the Ustad Hamza, and mashallah, Ustad's now gonna talk a bit about their recitation. How did they do?
Right, so well done to both of you. Slow and nice recitation, very calm. That's very important. Now, I would ask Muhammad to help his sister Maisha. طو أعوذ بالله من الشيطان, and then Rahma, Rahim. So all the full mouth letters, we want Maisha to work on them, yeah? قل هو الله, Allah, Samad. So work on these full mouth letters. Muhammad, the recitation was almost perfect. I think the only the word Allah, Allahu Samad. Yeah, so focus on that. But mashallah, Muhammad, you can help your little sister, to overcome these mistakes. But well done to both of you, mashallah.
Subhanallah, Jazakallah khairan, mashallah. We've got more callers on the line, so we're not going to waste any time, inshallah. We're going to take the next caller. Assalamu alaikum, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Wa alaikum assalam. My name is Hamza and I'm calling from London.
MashaAllah, Hamza. Welcome to the show. I'm going to hand you over to the Ustad, inshallah.
Yes, Hamza 1, are you ready to recite Surah Al-Ikhlas?
Yes.
Just like the way I taught you in the madrasa?
Yes.
Okay, Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah, Hamza. You surprised us, Hamza. MashaAllah, last time he called in, it was his first time calling.
Okay.
And he was reading fast. There were a few mistakes. But this time, MashaAllah, almost perfect.
MashaAllah.
Somad, Sod, yeah? Samad, no, Somad. Very slow. Very slow. Very well done, Hamza, MashaAllah.
Very good.
Very
And is
proud
that
of you.
Sod? Is it a full mouth letter as well?
Yes, Sod is a full mouth letter. So there is Seen and there is Sod. So when you're saying Seen, you can feel your tongue is below here in your mouth. But when you say Sod, your tongue lifts up. That's the difference. Somad, not Samad. Yeah? Well done, Hamza.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Well done, Hamza. You are a prince, MashaAllah, for calling up today and joining us. The number's 0203 515 0769. MashaAllah, we've got more callers lined up. Assalamu alaikum. I'm going to take the next caller, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Wa alaikum assalam. My name is Aisha and I'm calling from London.
MashaAllah, Aisha. Welcome to the show, inshallah. I'm going to hand you over to the Ustad.
Yes, Aisha. When you're ready, you can start reciting.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. That was a very high pitch, beautiful tune, mashallah, Aisha. Hir Rahma, yeah? Hir Rahma. You see the Ra, it rolls. Hir, Nir. So try to do that, yeah? In the first Ra. And then Allahu Samad. Allahu Samad. Your recitation is very nice. Try to slow it down a little bit. It will become even better. Slow it down a little bit. Well, very well done, mashallah.
MashaAllah, well done, Aisha. Keep up the good work. That's fantastic. As we recite the Qur'an, these are the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We become closer to Allah. So keep on striving, inshallah. Do we have any more callers on the line? Okay, we're going to take the next caller. Assalamu alaikum, caller. Welcome to the show. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Hiba and I'm calling from Birmingham.
MashaAllah, Hiba. You're the first caller from Birmingham. Ustad, take Hiba's call, inshallah.
Right, Hiba, mashallah. We are reciting Surah Al-Ikhlas today. Are you ready to recite?
Yes.
Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد صدق الحي العظيم.
Okay, mashallah, tabarakallah. That was good. Ra, hir. Yeah, a bit of pressure behind Ra. Hir Rahma. And then Allah. Qul huwa Allah. And then Samad. Yeah, your recitation was slow. I really liked that. Right at the end, Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Yeah, so memorize that. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Well done, mashallah.
MashaAllah, Hiba. How was that? How was that experience for you? It was good. We want you to keep up the good work, mashallah. Without further ado, we're going to go to the next caller. Assalamu alaikum, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from? Do we have any other callers on the line? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
MashaAllah. What is your name, caller?
Hamza.
Hamza, mashallah. And where are you calling from?
Leicester.
Leicester, Allahu Akbar Kabira. You have put Leicester on the map tonight. MashaAllah, we have a Qur'an reciter from Leicester. Ustad, are you ready for him?
Yes, this is the second caller from Leicester. MashaAllah. Are you ready to recite Surah Al-Ikhlas?
Yes.
Okay, you can start, inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Okay, mashallah, tabarakallah. Stronger qalqalas, okay? Ahada, somada. We want stronger qalqalas, inshallah. And then, walam yakul lahu. Lam is not a full mouth letter. It's always light. Only in the word Allah, if the word Allah has a fatha or dhamma before, we say Allah, huwa Allah. Yeah, lam is not a full mouth. So we don't say walam yakul lahu. Walam yakul lahu. Yakul lahu. Try to get your recitation slightly stronger. Like when you read it with the deep breath, loud voice, inshallah. But very good, very good. We will wait for you to call next week again, inshallah.
MashaAllah, Hamza. Keep up the good work. We want you to continue to make your relationship with the Qur'an. Ustad, MashaAllah, we've got many callers on the line, but subhanAllah, we've got limited time. We'd love to hear you all, inshallah. I think we've got time for one more caller.
Sure.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Akram and I'm calling from London.
MashaAllah, welcome to the show. I'm going to hand you over to the Ustad. Are you ready to recite?
Yes.
MashaAllah.
Bismillah, start.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Mashallah, that was quite fast. We want you to, inshallah, call us again next week. And the surah we're going to recite, we want you to read it slightly slower. But very good for calling us in, mashallah, tabarakallah. It shows that you have courage, mashallah.
Allahu Akbar. Keep up the good work, subhanallah. Brothers and sisters, we've run out of time to listen to reciters. And as the Ustad said, we're going to introduce the surah which is going to be recited next week. So inshallah, stay tuned. Book this time in your diary, inshallah. And this is the surah that we're going to be looking at next week. Which is the surah? Ustad?
Right, Surah Al-Masad. So there's a bit of ghunnas there and a lot of qalqalas there. So very much like Surah Al-Ikhlas. So I'm going to recite it, inshallah, and try to pay attention so you get all the tajweed rules, inshallah ta'ala. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. That is the surah, brothers and sisters. All of you, subhanAllah, who couldn't make it onto the show today, do practice that and call very quickly when we start the show next time. Allahu Akbar Kabira. This is our show. This is your show, subhanAllah. Alif, Laam, Meem, and your relationship building with the Qur'an. Brothers and sisters, this is a lifelong process. We start it when we are young, subhanAllah. Some of us start it when we are old. And it's up to us to read the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and build our relationship on a daily basis. So get practicing. Surah Masad is the surah, inshallah. Ustad, what is your quick advice, inshallah, to some of the viewers at home to approaching the Qur'an, making an effort, inshallah, to build their relationship with the Qur'an?
So if you've been taking notes, try to apply what you learned in Surah Al-Ikhlas to this surah, inshallah. And with Qur'an, like anything in life, we need persistence, and we need, we want you to get a timer every day, set an alarm, and you know that you're going to recite Qur'an for 5 minutes every day. Get persistent at reciting Qur'an, inshallah, and you will improve.
That is, mashallah, fantastic advice. Jazakallahu khairan, Ustad, mashallah. It's been a wonderful evening, as always. Subhanallah. Inshallah, brothers and sisters, join us here. Same time, same place, the Alif, Laam, Meem show. We're going to see you again, inshallah, next week. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alif, Laam, Meem. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين